What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be a pretty exciting one. Oh, there goes my glasses. We're going to reunite with an old friend that hasn't been in our videos. I actually got one of the sweatshirts on right now. Oh, Mr. Millennial, or as I should say, NYAs. This is our next project that we're going to kind of tackle together. I'm planning on working down here a lot, and guys, this place has already changed so much from the beginning. It was just filled with crap. I'll tag NYA in my description so you guys can go check out his channel. He's got this place before there was a walkthrough or anything like that, and it's already changed a lot. But we're going to go in here and talk to him and kind of walk around and just give you guys a brief description about the place and what we're going to be doing with it. So there's already a shed back there that got tore down, and yes, this is old Dirt Perfect's case 140 that he just got a couple months ago, I believe. So he was here working. I'm sure that he'll have a video on that here in a couple months, but we're going to go inside here and find Matt and walk through this place. Here's the front of it. I mean, it's dilapidated. It's going to be a remodel, but at least it's not near as bad as the castle. So we'll come in here. There he is.
Well, hello, Lucas.
So we already did a lot of demo work. Eric did pretty much everything. We got cabinets, everything out of here, and the majority of it was trash, wasn't it?
I'm trying to figure out what happened here.
Was that Eric, you think?
No, I don't think it was.
Uh-oh.
Because look, it's on top of his trash bags.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And then I'm walking around trying to see his work. Look, the glass made it all the way over to here.
Oh, wow.
And if you look in that corner, it looks like we had a bloody situation at some point in time and maybe some claw marks on the floor. I think whatever came through the window didn't survive.
Oh, wow.
And is no longer here. I mean,
yeah, that's interesting.
If I use my tracking skills from being a hunter, it sure looks like something came through that window that was smaller than that opening, shattered the glass all the way to this point, limped over or bled over to here, and it didn't make it no longer, and something larger that poops some type of berries took care of it.
Wow.
That's what it looks like to me anyway.
Well, this is a interesting start to the project here, isn't it?
Yeah.
We've got a murder scene.
Yeah, we might find the what was murdered as we go through this thing. I don't know. Duck around and look around every corner before we walk into the next room. So yeah, old house that needs renovated. That's the best way I can put it.
It's not the castle though, right? We got a little more to work with here, don't we?
This one doesn't have the views. This one doesn't have the very large river bend in front of it, but the bones of this place, based off of my inspection, foundation, framing, yeah.
It's good.
Not
good
that the
deal.
castle was in complete shambles, but that was just a totally different thing.
Yeah, 100%.
It was fun and it sucked all at the same time. So this is your people. How do you want me to explain to them? What do you want to do?
We can just walk through the house, kind of show them the layout, maybe give them some ideas about what you've been scrambling.
Okay.
About some ideas back and forth, but
Living room.
all right.
Kitchen. Used to be divided by a wall. I just want it to be one great big open room, which we're getting close to. As you stated, Eric has demoed out a small section of wall and started the demo on the soffit, but yet big project wise got 100% of the trash, if you will, taken out of here.
Good deal.
And if they want to go to my channel and see how much trash was in here,
Yes, 100%.
3 4 cubic yard hoppers. Full.
That's a lot.
This is the hallway. We'll go to the right before we go to the left.
All right.
This was the laundry room / utility room. Had a water heater and washer and dryer in here. We're going to keep it that. Obviously this, it had hardwood floor down, just like the rest of the house has hardwood throughout it.
Yeah.
Which I do plan on saving, but in here, since it's a utility room, apparently the water heater leaked and no one ever did anything about it.
Yeah, that's what it looks like, don't it?
Yeah, so we'll replace the subfloor in here, carry it out through the threshold, And probably, since this is going to be a laundry room, just put some type of 100% waterproof LVP or something down. I might have to know someone who can do that.
Yeah, I might have done it a time or two.
Obviously, update the current old panel. We'll have to hire that out, but that's okay, not a problem.
Yes.
So that room will contain the water heater, the new electrical panel, which will be up to date, and washer and dryer. We may end up keeping a sink in here, but I'm pretty sure long term we're not going to clean that thing up. So
yeah,
it's pretty obvious they kept their dogs in here.
Yeah, I think that I was wondering what the.
And there's one other spot they kept animals, obviously. Anyway, this house does not have central heat or air, but it's got this great big closet. So I'm thinking maybe we throw the HVAC system in here.
Okay.
It does have an attic. I've been up in the attic. It's actually got basically hardwood floor down on top of the bottom of the truss, so it's easy to get through there. I'm thinking we can just take a trunk system up and drop vents into each room, which also means we have to insulate the attic space, which is fine. I was planning on either using open cell or closed cell foam in the truss cavity in between each individual truss. So essentially insulate the deck of the roof so that the attic space can be conditioned as well.
Yep.
So now your ductwork doesn't get cold or hot, depending on what season you're in. It stays the same temperature as the house, which means your HVAC system should be more efficient. My thought process, we're gonna hire that out. The HVAC guy might say, no, we're going through the crawl space. It's up to them.
Fair enough.
Bedroom, again, hardwood floor. Pretty confident we're gonna try to save these. Next down the hallway is the bathroom. I don't know if you've mentioned it to them, but the goal is a 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom
I have not.
crawl space home.
Okay, that makes sense.
Bathroom has a current tub and what used to be a closet for the other bedroom on your right.
Oh, yeah.
I think we'll keep the closet for the bedroom. That gives us access to the back side of our plumbing within a closet. So if there's ever any issues, you can just access the plumbing.
Very good.
And then maybe honestly even put back what was here before and make this the towel storage. Difference being we might custom make a door to go on it because you can kind of see it was open before. So
Okay.
yeah, replace the tub.
Yep, new tub.
Probably strip all the drywall off in here because I'm sure this is not blue board. But we did kick a hole in the wall and confirm that the entire house is insulated with blown-in insulation on the outside from top to bottom. So the exterior wall, we'll have to replace a little bit of insulation where they made a shelf there. But other than that, put blue board in here since it is going to be a steamy situation in here.
That's right.
Bedroom 2, I don't know if this is master, if this, I don't know, right? But it does have a connection point to what we're going to turn into the garage, and we'll talk about that here in just a second. It's got a closet in here. Was my thought process of making this 3-bedroom. If we frame a center wall in this closet, you can have a single row for shirts and then some type of racking system, or maybe even a dresser in the closet. I'll explain that here in just a second. So as we come through this way, this doorway will stay. And we're going to turn this into the 3rd bedroom and most likely get rid of the access to the garage and send this bedroom all the way here because per fire code you have to have an external escape in a bedroom. So I know we demoed that out, but we might actually put that back. And the reason that we demoed that out was the original thought process was making this a formal dining room. Okay. Moving that access over so that you can come from the garage and go straight into the kitchen. But it just didn't make a whole lot of sense. To make that a kitchen and dining room all in one connected to the living room, realistically we need to put our kitchen table here.
Yes.
And then have the kitchen cabinets all on that one wall and maybe come over if we want with some type of cabinetry this way, but basically we're going to frame this closed. And I wasn't for sure if they put real headers in this thing or not, so I wanted to take this out anyway and reframe it just to kind of do a discovery for ourselves. Okay. And based off of what I see, that's not a real header. So I'm glad we made that discovery. I would assume this being a gable wall, it does have a real header, But we are, I believe, going to take this door out and frame it closed, so we'll make that discovery as well.
Okay.
So there will be no entrances here, just an exit, fire escape, bedroom. And then I believe this is where we make the access to the garage.
Okay. Straight
Like I
shot.
said, we've got two options with this closet. Frame a wall down the middle, have a closet for each room, or take out the closet and cut a doorway in
Right there.
to our gable end. This being the original exterior wall of the home, this being an addition. We then have our access into the garage, which ensures when you pull a car in here, your access will now essentially be through that wall.
Okay.
Essentially same location as this, so you're never going to be in the way of your car. Where this door being moved over this corner, it's not a real big garage,
No.
and we're going to try to center the door up. That's pretty close. So if we get that entrance to the home out of the garage in front of the car, I think it'll make sure that honestly, you might honestly be able to fit two cars in here.
Yeah. Yep. I
Real
like it.
potential for that.
I like it. And this is a add-on, correct? This was
This
not part of the house originally.
Is an addition, this being the original exterior wall to the home.
Okay.
This being an exterior door for the home. They added on because they had this as a 5-bedroom home. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These were bedrooms. If you notice, it's concrete floor.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you noticed the smell difference in here than everywhere else.
Yes.
There's obviously some moisture that can get in here from the outside. So why not just make it a garage?
Make it a garage.
Then you don't have to worry about that moisture because it can't grow anything bad because it's just a garage floor.
Makes sense.
Pull your car in here, about the worst case scenario is you have to squeegee out some water if you got ice and snow on your car or it's raining.
Yep, I like it.
As a bedroom, you have to worry about exactly what you smell now. So we're gonna change that and put a great big garage door right there.
It's gonna be fun.
Yep. Well, there's already concrete poured all the way over to it, so we've got a nice entryway.
A good start, don't we?
Very good start. We just got to figure out, do we have to extend that over, or can they make that turn and come in with just putting the garage door right here in the center?
So some of that fence out there is going to go, I'm assuming.
I'm pretty confident 100%
Gonna
that
have
fence
to.
is going to go.
All of it's going.
It just makes it a pain in the butt to mow this yard because
Yes.
the actual road is above the yard. So if it's wet at all, when I come down here with my mower, I slide into the fence because that's a hillside. So I think if we get rid of the fence, it'll make maintaining the front yard much better for the renters that will be here in this home.
That makes sense, yes. I like it. Well, you want to walk around the outside one time real quick and kind of maybe show them what we're planning on doing out there as far as the roof goes, and maybe get an idea if we're going to go vinyl siding or metal siding?
So I've already had the conversation with Indiana Metals.
Oh, yeah?
They need some dimensions from us. We will 100% replace the roof. This front half, both sides, is currently shingles.
Yeah.
And we'll replace the outside current aluminum siding. I don't know if we're going to go vinyl yet or if we're going to go cedar metal or barnwood metal.
Okay.
Going to compare prices.
Okay.
And come to the back side of the house, it has a metal roof over shingles back here.
Oh, wow, yeah. You can kind of see the transition right there, can't you?
You sure can. And then you can see the ends of the sheets.
Yes.
Back here.
Wonderful.
Yeah, and now that side's still shingles over there. So my thought process is do all metal.
Okay.
Haven't decided if we're going to replace the metal on the back side yet or just the front side.
Okay.
But more likely than not, we're going to replace front and back.
Okay.
And then put metal over top of the addition portion, which will be a garage.
And I'm also assuming every single window is going to get replaced.
100% of the windows and doors will get replaced. The only door we might keep is the front door, and that's only because it's an old school solid oak door.
It's in good shape too.
It's in good shape, but let's go back up there for a second. It would require a storm door because it is solid wood and oak. And not that I like this on them, but I like the fact that there's a roof over the front door.
Yeah.
And I think that we're gonna have to renovate some sidewalks as well. We could probably keep this one, but coming from the garage entrance or where someone would park outside to get to that porch, a little bit of a crappy situation. Maybe it's the best way to do it. So we need to elevate some things and maybe even just do a ramped approach. But I think I'd like to keep a roof over that door. And I'm saying all this because when you put a roof over a door and you put a storm door on it, your storm door swings out. Your interior door swings in. So your framework, you can't hit your door. Hit the framework with the door, you can't open the storm door. So
you were right there.
Worst case scenario, we go back to a true exterior weatherproof door opposed to that old school oak wooden door, and then we wouldn't have to have a storm door. So still up in the air.
Still up in the air. Okay.
Yeah, but I do like the fact that the house has sidewalks all the way around for the back access as well.
Yes.
And then long-term goals, that is a cistern that does retain water from the gutter system. So if a person was to stay here and have any animals on the outside, you would always have fresh water that you wouldn't have to get from tap, if you will, and pay for.
Okay.
Because the gutter system is retained inside of the cistern, so you've got usable water on the outside. It's not drinkable water by humans, but for animals, anything that comes off of the roof is perfectly fine for animals. So plan on keeping that. You can kind of see where the yard falls off.
Yes.
Would like to get some fill dirt in here and at least get everything level out to the end of the cistern over there.
Okay.
Which would essentially mean everywhere we're standing would come up about 18 inches. We would try to get all of that on an angle to the corner of the sidewalk over there where you can see where it's flat.
Yep. Get all this.
To this concrete all the same level to have a nice area in the backyard. Utilize the cistern for like a back patio that you can come to because it's concrete. Why not?
Yeah.
And then as you come to the end of it, just kind of slope this dirt off. You can see where it stays wet down there.
Yes.
So that backyard stays pretty damp, so I'd like to elevate it maybe the distance up to this concrete out to that fence row so that not so wet in this backyard because there's actually a creek right there.
Okay.
You can see the water flowing down there in the corner. So the water table is really high here because of that creek.
Okay.
And now that Michael has torn the building down over here, Dirt Perfect did a good job getting that out of there. We'll leave this concrete pad and maybe we'll put a metal awning or something out here for people to park under.
Park under, yeah, that makes sense.
Can't fit in the garage.
Yep. Okay, well, I think that we've done a pretty good job of walking everything over and showing
Getting
them
our canvas open.
That's right.
We weren't for sure what the heck we really had.
That's right.
Other than something that was structurally sound. So.
Yep. Yep. Well, that's going to do it for this video, guys. Like I said at the start of it, go check out NYA Millennial to see this place before we even step foot in it. It's already had a huge change. So make sure you guys stay tuned and follow along to see the complete renovation of this house.